Всем огромный привет, я Чехью, он же уже Везу, он же Виталий, и пока весь мир играет только что вышедшую GTA 5 на персональном компьютере и в Mortal Kombat новый, я хочу показать вам игру, которая тоже вышла совсем недавно, 10 апреля, называется она Dead Synchronicity Tomorrow Comes Today. Я не понимаю, конечно, политику Steam, который продает подобные игры по 600 с лишним рублей. Не знаю, мне кажется, очень мало найдется людей, кто будет покупать инди-проект за 600 с лишним рублей. Даже те, кто очень любит квесты или подобные игры. Я думаю, даже не то, что покупать, а просто лень будет скачивать. Поэтому давайте посмотрим, насколько она играбельна и вообще, что это за игра. И если она мне понравится, то мы будем ее проходить полностью. Ну что, давайте посмотрим, что там у нас ждет.
Do you think he'll recover?
I don't know. It's too soon to say. We should let him rest. He's been very feeble for weeks. He can't get up. He doesn't speak. Do you think we should call a doctor?
Call a doctor? Here?
You're right. Let's just hope he wakes up one of these days. Come on, my friend. Hang on. Don't give up.
Please, let me
Wake up, Michael. Come on, you have to wake up.
Who are you? Who's there?
Please, Michael, wake up. Wake up.
This silence. This darkness. Where am I? Damn it. I can't remember.
Ой, что-то это я где-то уже видел. Это, конечно, как правило, сценарий, если начинается с главного героя, который ничего не помнит, ничего хорошего, наверное, думаю, из этого не выйдет.
Where are you? Where are you hiding?
Michael, please wake up. You have to wake up.
Michael? Is that my name? Please tell me where I am. I can't remember anything. What's happening? What is this place? Please, tell me.
Wake up, Michael. Please wake up. Wake up now.
Честно скажу,
Don't go.
начало уже не
Please.
нравится.
Come back! Come back! This silence. This darkness. This emptiness.
На выбор 3 ответа, вернее вопроса, и все равно они все кликаются. Какой смысл в этом вообще был?
Good morning. I hope you're feeling better.
But
Now, don't be alarmed. I'm glad you feel strong enough to get out of bed. That's wonderful news. I must say, you're looking much better, considering what you've been through, of course.
who are you?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive my manners. You've been with us for so long that I forgot that you don't know who we are. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rod Atkinson. I'm Well, I was. I was the director of the Municipal Property Registry before, well, you know, before the world collapsed on us.
Ah. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Atkinson. But
Ой, снова опять эти вопросы. Где я? Что это за место?
where am I? What is this place?
You are in what I venture to call our home, our humble, hopefully temporary home. This is one of the many trailers that make up the refugee camp, and believe me, we can consider ourselves lucky to live between these four walls. Most of the inhabitants of this hellhole, excuse my crude language, have nothing more than plastic tarps and cardboard for shelter.
Wait a second. Did you say refugee camp?
Yes, of course. The Facility for Temporary Accommodation of Disaster Victims is what they called it. You know, after the army declared martial law following the catastrophe. You look a little confused, if you don't mind my saying so. Do you really not know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I'm afraid not. Let me ask you.
Вы не знаете, что здесь делают?
Can you tell me what I'm doing here?
Yes, of course. I think we owe you an explanation. A few days after the Great Wave, we found you lying in a ditch near the airport. You were badly injured and unconscious. We couldn't just leave you there. Someone had already stolen your luggage and identification. It was awful. So we decided to take care of you ourselves and brought you here. You've been with us ever since. By the way, I should tell you that when we found you, your clothes were ripped to shreds, so we threw them away. The clothes you're wearing now are mine. You'll find more things in that wardrobe. If you need anything, just help yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Atkinson. But the Great Wave? What are you talking about?
Well, what would I be talking about? That damned, excuse my language, explosion that brought ruin to all of us. The origin of this filthy new world that now seems to be our permanent reality. But do you really not remember? Do you really not remember anything about all this?
I feel a little weak and dizzy, Mr. Atkinson. Excuse me. I'm afraid I can't. I can't remember a thing.
I see. There have been many cases like yours in the camp. Try to rest and not to get too agitated. Well, there's one thing I can tell you. You can consider yourself fortunate. There's nothing nice to remember about recent times, believe me.
You said with us. Who else lives here?
Ah, yes, of course. I still haven't properly introduced my family to you. Now is a bad time, but I promise to make proper introductions later. My wife and I sleep in the other room, and, well, little Colin sleeps with us.
Colin?
Yes, Colin is our only child. Our one ray of hope since the catastrophe. I'm going to confess something to you. Colin is the only reason my wife and I still struggle to keep going in this new world. We would have given up a long time ago if it weren't for him.
Of course. I understand. So that was your wife's voice that woke me up a few minutes ago, right?
My wife? No, that's impossible. My wife has been with me in the other room the whole time. We haven't come out of there for hours. But I'm glad you're feeling better and are fully conscious now. I guess we could say you've been reborn. And although the circumstances aren't the best, simply being alive nowadays is practically a luxury. So, welcome to our home.
From what you've told me, I see that you've saved my life. I'm very grateful, Mr. Atkinson.
No, please. You don't have to thank us. We just did what we had to. It's our moral obligation to uphold the ethical principles of civilization in this new world. But call me Rod, please. And, well, we also did it for Colin, you see. What kind of future does he face if we accept that it's every man for himself, that no one cares about anyone else? It's a terrifying prospect, don't you think? We're just doing whatever we can to avoid that future, that's all.
Rod! Rod!
Please excuse me, but I have to leave you now.
No, wait, please. What's happening? Don't go yet.
I'm sorry, I understand that you have a lot of questions to ask me, but now isn't the time. Believe me, I promise to answer each and every one of your questions in peace and quiet later. Sorry, but I have to go.
Rod, please, quickly!
Okay, all right.
Now that you're feeling better, you can go out and take a walk around the camp. But please, be very careful out there. The world you knew before is gone. Heed my warning, don't touch anything. Don't talk to anyone. And don't get mixed up in anything. At least until someone explains to you how things work in this new world the Great Wave left us. Everything has changed so much out there.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Ah, one more thing before I go. You've been with us for quite a while now, and we don't even know what to call you. What is your name?
My name? Michael. My name is Michael.
Very pleased to meet you, Michael. We'll talk again later, I promise.
Michael. That's what that disembodied voice called me. That must be my name. Wake up, Michael. That's all she said. Leaving me in this immense void where I can't remember anything. Great wave? New world? Refugee camp? But what the devil could have happened out there? I think it might be a good idea to go out there and take a look.
Ох, наконец-то мы остались одни. Я вот смотрю на своего главного персонажа, ну, в смысле, на самого себя. На его ноги, на квадратные пальцы. Так, смятая простыня.
A damp mattress on a bed frame and dirty, rumpled sheets. This is the bed where I've been convalescing all this time.
Смятая простыня, смятая простыня. Так, семейная фотография.
Snapshot stuck directly on the wall of the room. 2 adults and a child smiling at the camera in what looks like an enormous yard. One of them is Rod, my host.
Даже не покажет фотку. Печально.
Nothing edible. It's only the lid of an enormous metal pan sitting on the bottom of the oven. A pile of frying pans, plates, and dirty silverware waiting to be washed. Ugh.
Согласитесь, очень глупо выглядим, да? Стоим и обсуждаем то, что находится в комнате. Сами с собой буквально разговариваем. Так, что у нас в шкафу?
The old closet Rod told me about.
Капитан очевидность, в
The
общем.
glass in the door shattered. My reflection in the mirror is fragmented, like a photo ripped into little pieces and
Да,
taped back together.
балабол еще тот у нас персонаж. Так, идем-ка туда. Что у нас там вообще находится? Так, мы уже сразу вышли на
What the hell
улицу.
happened here? Rod was right. I don't know what hit this place, but wherever it was, it struck into its very foundations, without any mercy whatsoever. What's happening now?
You better hide, dude. Don't you know that it's dangerous to show your face when the cleanup brigades come into the camp? You're new here, aren't you?
Yeah, you could put it that way.
Well, welcome to your new home. I'm Hank, but everyone calls me the Hunter.
I'm Michael. But what's going on up there?
Nothing, Mike, just routine. The cleanup brigades are taking away a sick person, a dissolved. You know how it is, just doing their job. Ironically, that house belongs to one of the camp moles. Those traitorous scumbags.
Brigades, dissolved, moles. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't remember anything.
Oh, I see, you're a blankhead. Well, you better get up to speed real quick if you want to survive here, Mike. Find me if you need help, dude. I can get you whatever you need. Doesn't matter where it is, how fast it runs, or where it tries to hide. That's why they call me the Hunter.
All right, I'll remember that.
Come back here! Don't take her away! Don't you know who I am? Come back here! Ah!
They shot that poor man in cold blood. But why did they do that? Hey, Hank?
О, я думал, что у нашего персонажа нет глаз, оказывается, есть. Так, давайте-ка вернемся и посмотрим дом. Это, кажется, трейлер какой-то. Так, запертая дверь. Ну, это понятно. Сейчас будет 30 лет обсуждать эту дверь. Так, ничего у нас тут больше нету. О, капитан очевидность. Ну ладно, пошли отсюда. Ну не знаю, ребят, 629 рублей за это. Ну не знаю. Бездомная горящая бочка, заброшенная машина. О май гад. Что это такое?
What's happening? What is this? What the hell's going on here?
Good God. I think I'm starting to lose my mind. It's the lot outside Rod's trailer. The ground is covered with trash, scrap metal, and broken glass. Something tells me it might not be a good idea to walk around here barefoot.
Не, ну, конечно же, я придираюсь, дескать, вот. Но, поверьте, я не играю, не люблю игры, где там супер-пупер какие-то там сюжеты. Вернее, не сюжеты, а какая-то графика какая-то супер навороченная.
A bunch of shacks, trying valiantly to stay standing in a sea of mud and trash. I can't imagine how it must be to live in one of them.
Для меня всегда в играх был важен сюжет. То есть какой сюжет, повествование вообще, чтобы было все интересно. А уж по графике, ну, пока ладно.
Ouch! Damn it!
I managed to rip open the sole of my foot in a rusty
Ой,
nail.
господи, боже мой, какой что нелепый.
It's not a good idea to walk around barefoot in this enormous trash heap. You won't get very far without shoes.
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
The
Еще один
tip is
капитан
yours to
очевидность.
keep. But if you come near my things, you're a dead man. Understood? Wait, I recognize you. Aren't you the guy Rod's been taking care of in his trailer all this time?
Yes, I am. Do you know Rod?
Of course I do. Everyone in the camp knows Rod. You owe him your life. Don't doubt that for a second. Nowadays, no one in his right mind would do what he did for you, for a total stranger.
Yes, I'm very grateful to him. But tell me, can I ask you a few
О,
questions?
нет, только не это. Блин, в этой игре какие-то одни болтуны, блин. Бу-бу-бу-бу-бу-бу. Вы вообще вот так к чужому человеку подходите и говорите, у меня есть несколько вопросов, можно я вас задам? И начинаете, вы что, журналист, что ли?
I've been hearing about an enormous explosion, the Great Wave. What on earth are they talking about?
What kind of question is that? Where have you been all this time? Sleeping in a cave?
Well, you could say that.
The Great Wave is the reason we're confined here like animals. The entire world went to hell in a handcart that day, and we went with it.
I've been able to see that with my own eyes. Can you tell me anything else?
Okay, I'll tell you what I know. The Great Wave hit us one Friday afternoon right out of the blue. I remember it perfectly because I'd just come out of an important meeting at that precise moment. I'd made a lot of money from a very fat contract. Yes, sirree, Bob. Very, very fat. First, we felt the ground quake, as if a volcano was about to erupt right under our feet. I had to get out of my car and run. Then came the explosions. Glass broke. Buildings toppled. And then for weeks, the stench of corpses rotting in the streets. In just a few hours, that damn Great Wave set us all, with our businesses, our money, and our convertibles, straight back to the Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages?
Of course! Are you surprised? In a matter of minutes, we were left with no electricity, no water, no communications. And after the initial chaos, the dissolved started to show up. And that horrible gash opened up in the sky. That stupid breach up there that no one in this hellhole has bothered to explain to us. The fact is that the remains of the old system only held up for a few weeks. And through the cracks, what you see around you started seeping in.
The new world, right?
Yes, indeed. You catch on fast. The new world was here to stay. Welcome to the future, son. Not exactly the way you pictured it, huh?
Да, мужик, который плюет сам на себя, ну окей. Сменим тему. Не, ну согласитесь, если вы проткнули ногу ржавым гвоздем или чем он там проткнул, вы явно не будете подходить к бомжу и задавать ему вопросы, причем так много. И уж 100% подобный мужчина не будет отвечать вам так подробно, что да как. И плевать сам на себя. Ну окей. Запертый. То есть нам нельзя покидать лагерь без... Ну, очевиднейший же вопрос. Наиглупейший. Но нам ничего не остается, как... Не будем его, короче, сменим тему. О, нет.
This shooting. Could you explain to me what just happened here?
Explain what exactly? That show the cleanup brigades put on? Someone got too chatty and ratted out a sick person, that's all. There's usually a pact of silence in the camp. No one likes to see one of their own in those ambulances. But in this case, the dissolved was a relative of one of the camp moles. Ironic, isn't it?
But they shot a man.
Yes, so they did. So what? The price of human life has gotten a lot cheaper lately. That needn't surprise anyone these days.
Did you say dissolved?
Of course, dissolved. But what the hell's wrong with you? Those people are a real plague. They're sick, and, so they say, highly contagious. Let me give you a piece of advice about them. If you see one, run the other way like he was the devil himself. Even if they don't give you that deadly disease or drive you crazy with their trances, the cleanup brigades will kill you for hiding one. You saw it with your own eyes. They don't even respect their own camp moles.
A camp mole? What is that exactly?
A spy, a stool pigeon. It's in the Army's interest to control the camp from inside. And so they pay some of the inhabitants to feed them information about what happens on this side of the fence. Who comes in, who goes out, who causes trouble. And, of course, who gets sick. They're scumbags, but very well-paid scumbags. And they have certain privileges that no one else in here has. Never trust a mole. They'll do anything to hang on to the favors the Army gives them in this hellhole.
Okay. I'll take your advice.
You're welcome. But stay away from the shopping cart or I'll rip your guts out. Got it?
Tell me about Rod Atkinson.
Well, I don't know him very well, but they say he's decent enough. Too decent for the times we're living in. Did you know that before coming here, he was someone important? I think he worked for the government, and he still has some good contacts on the outside. But they're not good enough to get that stupid do-gooder and his family out of here.
Stupid do-gooder?
Well, you know how it is. Rod is one of those good Samaritans who think they can save the world. He has helped a lot of people in the camp, but I think he's going to run into problems. I reckon that he's too weak for these times. I don't know how long he'll be able to survive.
You said he had a son. A pretty good reason to hang on, don't you think?
Yes, Colin. I haven't seen that kid running around here for some time. You know if he's all right?
I don't know. I still haven't seen him. His father told me about him.
Well, I'm glad he's not anywhere near me. That brat doesn't have anything better to do than to try to snoop in my shopping cart.
Well, I'll be going on my way. Good luck to you, pal.
Just be sure to stay away from my things.
Ну что ж, не будем, конечно, лезть или попробовать. Не будем. Или будем. Так, старик поворачивается и отворачивается. Может, в момент, когда... Я почему насчет тележки? Может, там у него ботинки какие есть?
A supermarket shopping cart full of plastic bags, ready to burst. This individual who looks like a bum never takes his eyes off it. And the swarm of insects fluttering around the merchandise don't either.
Так, ну что, уходим отсюда. Дальше. Да, пойдемте.
No. With my foot in this
О,
condition, I wouldn't get very
окей.
far. I
И
think it
что
would be
ты
better to go
предлагаешь
back
делать?
inside the trailer
Ладно,
and try to
окей.
take care of this wound.
Наконец-то ты решил обработать рану. Слава Господи. Я уже думал, ты будешь ходить с проткнутой ногой. Так, ну что, смятая простыня?
Well,
Да.
look at that. When I pulled back the sheet, part of it got torn on the spring sticking out of the bed frame. I hope Rod doesn't notice. The bed frame under the mattress is so battered that one of the springs is turned into a very sharp protruding object.
Так, ну я так понял, то, что там оторвалось.
This spring sticking out of the bed frame is
Можно
as
же
sharp as
ногу
a knife.
обработать этой просто,
not
она
touch
хоть и
it.
грязная и противная.
The mattress still shows the... I must have been...
Так. Что у нас тут есть? Ничего нету, да?
There's a very worn old notebook hidden under the lid. The cover is practically falling off the spiral binding. It looks like someone stashed it here some time ago and then forgot about it.
Я же делал эту крышку. Почему она первый раз не открылась?
It's an old accounting ledger that still has a few blank pages left in it. From what's written in here, it looks like someone was using it as a diary before ripping out almost all its pages and leaving it inside the oven in the trailer.
Он опять говорил с дедушкой и бабушкой, моими покойными родителями. Его отлучки становятся все дольше и страшнее. Его мать слишком страдает. Мы договорились спрятать пистолет с 2 патронами в коробку из-под печенья. Господи помилуй, но когда его не станет, почему-то я ОКК читаю, у нас не будет будущего. Грохот из дыры в небе все еще приводит Калину в ужас. Всевышний разорвал небо и приказал ангелам своим покарать нас через рану сию. Это слово преподобного Блейка, святого человека. Господи, кто этот шрифт придумал? Мои подчиненные, что-то я ворчу, не к добру все это. Мои подчиненные, коллеги и начальство. Неужели больше никто не помнит урода Эткинсона? Но мы должны быть сильными ради мальчика. Мы не позволим великой волне стереть нас до конца. Так, перелистать можно? Нет? Так, больше ничего тут полезного нет? Нет. Вообще бессмысленный какой-то бессмысленный дневник, который нам практически ничего не дает. Так, что тут у нас есть еще? Торчащая пружина.
It's a bit dented. In fact,
что ей можно сделать?
better not. The squeak of the protruding bed spring scraping against this metal lid would grate on my nerves.
Окей. Так, а что можем сделать?
I'd only end up scratching or breaking it. Best to leave it alone.
Ну окей. Так, что можно еще сделать? Идемте постучимся, что ли? Может, нам дадут?
It's no use.
Что нам
It
дадут?
won't open. I heard Rod bolt it from inside.
Итак, у нас есть проколотая нога, и мы не можем ходить.
The old closet Rod told me about. It's funny. Like a...
Открыть мы его тоже не
Impossible.
можем.
It's locked. I'm afraid my host forgot to unlock it.
Так, нам нужно, типа, наверное, пружину какую-нибудь вытащить. Смятая постель. Так, дайте через секунду вернусь. Так, ну, в общем, я накрыл сверху
What's going on?
бочку крышкой.
This damn shithole is going to be the end of us.
I'll have to do this quickly before this man stops coughing. Let's see what we have here.
Person can't even breathe in this hellhole anymore.
I don't see anything but rotten food, tattered clothes, and trash. Wait a minute. It seems like there's also a small billfold with a bunch of credit cards.
This filthy shithole.
What the hell is this guy doing with so much plastic money?
Итак, мы взяли кредитку. Что мы с ним можем
These the
сделать?
charred and misshapen remains of a bank vault. Assuming there's any...
Так. Ну, наверное, нужно вернуться и попробовать с этой кредиткой открыть шкаф. У меня пока вариантов больше нет.
Let's see if I can do this. Good.
Так и есть.
The mechanism gave way on the first try, but the card is trashed. For my sake, I hope that guy outside never finds out about this.
А я уже вижу боты.
Not just yet. I'm grateful to Rod for his hospitality.
Ишь ты
But these
какой
old shoes don't
привередливый.
look very clean. It won't take more than a few hours for the wound on my foot to turn really ugly. And the last
Пешком
thing I
ходит,
need
главное,
now is a
по полу это
serious
ничего, а
infection.
обувь грязную надеть, это для него прям... Ишь, что творит-то, а? Так, ну давай. Обработаем рану.
For now, it's
Совместить
just a
можем?
pillowcase. I don't see any point in soaking it in liquor.
Почему? Почему не можешь? Так, наверное, нам нужно распороть ее, что ли?
Okay, let's see how well this protruding bed spring can cut.
О, господи, а руками порвать никак, да?
I'll use a little of what's in the bottle to soak the bandages.
Так, и как нам теперь... А, ну, наверное, на старую обувь
Here
применить.
goes. I'll use the bandages on my foot. I hope the alcohol is enough to keep it from getting infected. Let's pray this improvised remedy doesn't lead to a delightful case of gangrene.
Ох, блин, ну ты
What
балабола.
bastard put a lid on the drum? You're trying to suffocate me, you bunch of assholes!
I think that guy out there just discovered the reason for a sudden coughing fit.
Some coward in this shithole wanted to suffocate me! Me! Who was it? Who was it? Come back here so I can give you back your lid, you son of a bitch!
Да.
Did you hear that noise, Rod? What's going on out there?
I don't know. I'll go have a look. I think it's that poor drunk who's always hanging around the trailer. He's kicking up a fuss again. It's a good thing poor Colin can't hear his insults.
Don't ever say anything like that again, Rod.
I'm sorry, honey. I wasn't thinking.
Так, зайти сможем, что ли?
What are you doing here? Get out of here! You've no business being in this room!
Rod, I'm sorry. But what's going on?
Get out of here, Michael! You didn't see anything, understood? Out! Out! Excuse my outburst, Michael. I shouldn't have behaved that way. It's not like me. But this new world brings out the worst in all of us. It's just that I can't stand to see Colin suffer this way. So for your own good, please, stay away from this room.
Away? Why?
It's no use trying to hide it. You're bound to find out sooner or later. Colin is very sick, and the authorities claim his illness is highly contagious.
Highly contagious? Is he one of the dissolved?
Michael! I won't let anyone use that word in my house! Yes, Colin caught that damn disease.
And what exactly does the disease consist of?
I don't know, Michael. No one really does. The only news is what the army brings us. They say the disease is highly contagious, and it's our duty to turn over all victims to the cleanup brigades. But no one has ever come back after being carried off in one of those ambulances. No one. So we can't let them take Colin, do you understand?
Yes, of course I understand.
They say that all the victims are condemned, that there's no salvation for anyone, that at the end of their suffering and their trances lies certain death. I think that even the army is afraid of the victims. Really strange things happen around them, Michael. things you wouldn't believe.
What things happen around people infected with the disease?
Strange things with no possible explanation. In their trances, they go places, Michael. They bring back information. They know things. They talk to people who are no longer with us. And we've been living like this for weeks. The things that are happening around Colin are getting more and more confusing and hard to bear.
Talking to the dead? Jesus. This man's nerves are shot from the exhaustion and stress. But how did Colin get infected?
We don't know. No one knows how the disease is spread. The only thing we know is that the disease appeared after the catastrophe, and that it's spreading like wildfire.
So the Great Wave brought the dissolved with it?
Yes, but don't use that word again. Not in this house, anyway. It's so cruel and disrespectful. In effect, that's the only thing we know for sure about all this insanity. The Great Wave took everything from us and left us with this epidemic.
What's happening to Colin is terrible. If only there was something I could do.
Well, Michael, you can help us. I'm convinced that our finding you was no coincidence. You've got to help us.
Если честно, у меня возникает мысль, что... сказал же. То, какие у них диалоги, на самом деле такое впечатление, что они не разговаривают, обмениваются мыслями просто-напросто. Просто люди обычно так не разговаривают, но люди могут так думать.
But you said yourself that all the victims are condemned. What can I do?
No, all is not lost. In the camp there are rumors of a cure. It seems that in the city, on the other side of the fence, the victims have access to a drug. But we can't get it here. And my contacts out there, well, let's just say they can't
Очень
do
понятно,
anything
мы
to
сейчас
help.
пойдем лекарства искать.
So there's a drug that can cure them?
Yes, but they say that producing it takes a long time and is very expensive. And so it's reserved for city dwellers who can afford to pay for it. Get us that drug, Michael. I beg of you, please. Colin's time is running out.
Ну, это не просто рискованное предприятие. Чувак вообще очутился непонятно где, не помнит ничего. Тут какие-то люди подозрительно, которые разговаривают странно. И тут же сразу его просят найти какое-то лекарство. Блин, да, ну, если честно, я бы сейчас умылся, поел бы. Потом, может быть, что-то и предпринял. Ну, не знаю.
Getting involved looks dangerous. I saw that shooting out there. There's also the possibility of infection.
Infection? Are you afraid for your life, Michael? Without our help, you'd be dead right now. Dead.
No,
Don't forget
nice.
that. What's more, I could help you in return. I could help you get back what you lost. Don't you see?
Give me back what I lost? But you hardly know me, Rod.
I know the essential part, Michael. I know that you're a blankhead.
Blankhead? What the devil does that mean?
A blankhead is a person with no memories, who can't remember anything. It seems that the Great Wave had an enormous neurological impact on certain people, Michael. You're not the only one, or even the worst case. There are people who even forgot how to talk and how to walk after the explosion. Some ended up dying of starvation. They forgot what food looked like, how to chew it, even that eating was a necessity. You can consider yourself lucky. You still remember how to keep yourself alive. And that's the important thing. The natural recovery process is slow. It can take months, if at all. Listen to me, Michael. A man without memories is just a shadow. Or even worse, he's nobody. I still have some contacts out there. I was an important man in the municipal government. I could trace your name, your data in public records, your fingerprints. I could restore your whole life in the blink of an eye. But please, help us.
I'm grateful for your help, Rod, and for everything you people have done for me. But
listen to me, Michael. We know that it's possible that our son is condemned to die. In fact, my wife and I have everything prepared for when he leaves us. Our child is the only thing that keeps us holding on in the new world. Nothing would have any meaning for us without him. So if there is even the slightest chance of saving him, we are prepared to do whatever it takes. Please, Michael, help us. For God's sake, listen to him. He's just a child.
Rod, come in here, quickly!
Bring us that cure, and we'll help you get your life back. Colin is our only hope in this new world. Help us save our future, and I'll give you back your past. I promise you. Goodbye, Michael.
No, Rod, wait. Bring a drug? Is he out of his mind? That man wants me to put his son's life in my hands? I can barely remember who I am. And I probably wouldn't last more than a few hours out there. But Rod was right. A man without a past is nothing more than his shadow. He offered to help me get my life back, my memories. So if I want answers, I have only one possible course of action: to get that drug.
Big drag. В общем, в принципе, сюжет какой-то более-менее налаживается и...
Wait a minute. Before leaving, I should write down everything important I find out.
А это зачем тебе?
It might come in
Больной, что ли?
handy if, as Rod says, I'm one of the blankheads.
А, ну да. Еще мне про фильм «Моментум» что-нибудь скажи, да. Давай еще на себе что-нибудь начни записывать. Итак, что можно сказать по игре? Больше всего меня бесит музыка, которая на фоне, на заднем фоне играет. Вообще какая-то непонятная. Бесит очень сильно. Люди разговаривают странными диалогами. То ли говорят, то ли мысли вслух произносят, неизвестно. Сюжет как бы тоже пока непонятен. Чувак оказывается в трейлере, непонятно где, какая-то волна. Память ничего не помнит. Бомж сидит тут. И семья, у которых ребенок заболел неизвестной болезнью, и известно, что если кто-то заболеет, его утаскивают в неизвестном направлении, и больше его никто не видит. А те, кто сопротивляется, просто-напросто убивают. В общем, находимся в таком не очень веселом положении, и не знаю дальше, что делать. Играть дальше. В принципе, можно было узнать, что, но, если честно... Ой.
What's going on? It's amazing. Everything's changing again. Everything. Everything is mutating. And I haven't even moved. I don't understand.
Я тоже ничего не понимаю. Но, ребят, я думаю, увидимся в следующем видео. Наверное, все-таки попробую поиграть в эту игру. Она какая-то противоречивая для меня. Вроде неприятная, и в то же время что-то тянет дальше. В общем, увидимся в следующей серии. С вами был Бормочун, ворчунный, нудный человек. Чехью, он же уже Везу, он же Виталий. Всем пока. Да, забыл сказать. Если вам не трудно... Ладно, ничего не буду говорить про подписку канала. Не хочу даже. Все, пока. Все, быстрее ухожу, пока снова не накрыло.